In this video, we're talking about our recommended protocol for fat burning and weight loss. Of course, we're talking about them utilizing Miracle Product supplements. These protocols are based on our own research and the experiences of our customers. So please remember, every body is different. So if you need to tweak some of these to make them work for you, go for it. Also, make sure you talk to your chosen health practitioner to make sure that the supplements are right for you and the way that you're choosing to use them is right for you. All right, let's dive into fat burning and weight loss now. Many obstacles to fat burning surprisingly have nothing to do with what you eat or how much you exercise. Instead, they involve things like nutritional imbalances, chronic inflammation, metabolic changes, leaky gut, changes in your microbiome, environmental toxins, and hormonal irregularities. Numerous factors contribute to excess fat by addressing the main disruptors to ignite your fat-burning capacity. One huge but often overlooked reason for resistance with weight loss and fat burning involves hormonal imbalances. The main hormone that causes weight gain, inflammation, and chronic disease is excess insulin. Any plan to amplify fat burning must include an insulin and hormone regulator. This approach, or protocol that we're calling it, uses natural nutritional substances to help regulate insulin so you can shift your body from fat storage mode to fat burning mode. Other hormones also affect your weight and health, so be aware of that. The main hormonal disruptors are thyroid, cortisol, and sex hormones such as estrogen and testosterone. Let's talk about cortisol and stress real quick. When we're stressed, the stress hormone, cortisol, is chronically elevated, and this turns our bodies into fat-storing machines. You actually can think yourself fat or think yourself thin, and science proves this. Stressful thoughts activate metabolic pathways that cause weight gain and insulin resistance. This is because elevated cortisol levels increase the activity of the major fat-storing enzyme called lipoprotein lipase, LPL. Remember, stress is a response to stimulus that makes you feel threatened and is not always provoked by real circumstances. Often it is simply the perception that you are being attacked. Most stress is not real. A worry, a thought, a fear projected into the future of what might go wrong, or even dwelling on the past and the things that went wrong there can all become physical stressors. Regardless of whether the stress is real or imagined, it stimulates cortisol production. Cortisol, of course, as you're learning, makes the body more insulin resistant. So that just simply means that the body will need to release more insulin and more insulin to get its job done. And of course, this can lead to greater fat storage, and a slowed release of fat will be obvious in the mirror and when you put on your clothes. Now let's go over the products we're going to recommend within the protocol, and then we'll talk about how to do the protocol specifically. The first product is nascent iodine. One of the most notable signs of an iodine deficiency is unexpected weight gain. When a person has a healthy metabolism, they burn calories to give them energy, right? But a lack of thyroid hormones can slow down your metabolism significantly. The next product is Blue Zone. Now, methylene blue decreases cortisol and estrogen, especially if you're estrogen dominant. Methylene blue also effectively neutralizes poisons and helps reduce inflammation. It's astounding as an antidepressant, and we all know how much more we want to take on life and exercise when we're not feeling depressed or blue, literally. It's also a neuroprotective and a neuroregenerative. Interestingly, it helps convert methemoglobin into an oxygen-carrying type of hemoglobin. Okay? And that then helps your blood give your cells oxygen that, of course, they need to create energy in order to get up and move and take on life. Next up, we've got belly bugs. Now, prebiotics are foods that contain insoluble fibers that good intestinal bacteria feed on. Interestingly, the ingestion of prebiotic fibers suppresses the stress hormone and reduces cortisol. Belly fat, which is also known as visceral fat, lies deep inside the body, coating vital organs. People with less visceral or belly fat tend to have fewer long-term health conditions related to their heart, their pancreas, and their hormone health. In laboratory studies, pre- and probiotics have both been shown to help reduce belly fat. Research has shown also that subjects who are of normal weight tend to have different gut bacteria compared to those who are categorized as either overweight or obese. So maintaining a normal, healthy weight is demonstrably related to a healthy microbiome. Last but not least, we have our super AGC. Curcumin has also shown great promise in cortisol reduction. Curcumin is the main bioactive compound in the spice turmeric and is a top-notch brain supplement beneficial for anxiety, depression, and neurodegenerative diseases. Now, I personally love using Super AGC because it just makes so much of my body feel good, like my joints and my back and my knees and that sort of thing too, which obviously makes me personally want to get up and move more. To learn more about all of these supplements, make sure to go to miracleproducts.shop. Now let's jump into the protocol, shall we? Our fat burning and weight loss protocol starts with, of course, the nascent iodine. You're going to want to take the iodine on an empty stomach 30 minutes before breakfast. Keep in mind that vitamin C will oxidize iodine, rendering it useless, okay? That's any form of vitamin C. So whether it's natural from an orange or orange juice, all the way to ascorbic acid and any sort of man-made synthetic vitamin C. So any vitamin C needs to be taken 90 minutes away from the iodine. We recommend 3 to 10 drops in 30 ml of water. Swirl it in the mouth. That way it starts to soak into the blood vessels and tissue of the mouth and then swallow, followed by more water. Next up is Blue Zone. So this can be taken anytime. We find that 1 dose in the morning is completely adequate. Methylene blue is water soluble, so you don't need to take it with a meal or any sort of healthy fats like most nootropics. You just simply add the drops to water or juice and drink it down as soon as you're up in the morning while you're drinking your coffee or whenever it's most convenient for you. Now there are 2 protocols for using Blue Zone. Our recommendation is to start with a low dose because it is a detoxifying product, right? And we want to make sure that you detox slowly and then see how you react and then allow a week of that daily maintenance protocol. And then you can go ahead and move up to the loading protocol, okay? So let's talk about what those look like. The daily maintenance protocol is 1 drop for every 4 kilos of body weight. So you take your body weight divided by 4. It's that simple. If you live in the States and you use pounds, make sure you just jump on Google and there's calculators all over Google where you can just turn pounds into kilos. Keep it simple, okay? So turn pounds into kilos and then it's 1 drop for every 4 kilos of body weight divided by 4. The second protocol with methylene blue or Blue Zone is the loading protocol that you'll use for 2 weeks and then drop back to the maintenance. It's 1 drop for every 2 kilos of body weight for 2 weeks, as I said, and then dropping back to that daily maintenance. So it's body weight divided by 2. Now, you can find all this information written on our website. Just make sure to go to miracleproducts.shop to find it. But let's move on to the next product. Oh, and one last thing. When your urine turns a beautiful ocean blue, you know that you have entered the Blue Zone. All right, so don't be surprised when you visit the toilet later and notice that your urine is not the typical yellow it usually is. Of course, next we have belly bugs, and belly bugs is super simple. Just add 1/4 teaspoon to water or juice, and you can even just sprinkle it on your food twice a day if you'd like. So it's 1/4 teaspoon in water or juice or sprinkled into your oatmeal or on your salads once in the morning and once at night. Last but not least, we have our Super AGC. Taking small amounts over the course of a day is more effective than taking a high amount all at once. Now, if all you can do is take that high amount all at once, that's better than not taking it at all. And I can attest for this because of my own joints and my experience with super AGC particularly. So drinking turmeric tea or turmeric water prevents fat accumulation, and of course, as you know, it has super positive implications on the process of weight loss. So we recommend that you take a quarter teaspoon 4 to 6 times a day, and that again can be mixed into your food or simply added to water and drink it as a tea. My personal preference is I like to shoot it like a shot of whiskey. I know that sounds counterproductive to what we're talking about when it comes to fat loss at this time, but I literally mix mine into a shot glass, like a large shot glass or a rocks glass, and then shoot it back just like a shot of whiskey. And I do it when I do a minimum of 3 times a day. I can feel a massive, significant difference in my joints and the way that I feel in my body. So 4 to 6 times a day will definitely make a difference when it comes to the way your clothes are fitting and the inflammation that you're feeling in your body. As a final note, please make sure you find a way to alleviate your mental and physical stress. Go take a walk, do some deep breathing, have a meditation, whatever it takes for you to restore your enthusiasm for life and automatically reduce the stress in your life, okay? We all have a lot of it these days. And you can always, of course, find more information on our website, which is miracleproducts.shop. Please check out our articles, our ebooks. They're all free, and they have a ton of valuable information on how to restore the health of your body. So please like, subscribe, and share this video, and we'll see you at miracleproducts.shop.